Good morning, afternoon, evening, as the case may be, in your part of the world. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Zon Archer, and this is the MoPanic test server that we're joining this morning with MoCreatures and Bibliocraft installed. I thought I'd show you a couple of things about it, and also just some general talk. Now, the intention of putting this MoCreatures test server up was just to get things running while not interrupting gameplay at the regular Panic Not server. So I put this up in order to test and take things down and put things up and all that kind of fun stuff, so that I could work on this without interrupting anybody else. Now, in the process, I've told you guys about it, and some of you wanted to come in and try it out once I had it up and running. And I thought that was a good idea because it helps me to test things that there's already some things that I know, and so I may avoid things that are a problem. But if those who don't really know anything at all about the MoCreatures or Bibliocraft come in, they might stumble upon something that's a problem, and we can deal with that. One of the things that is odd to me is that on my Zan's map, I'm seeing all of the creatures, whatever they happen to be. If they happen to be, black bear, polar bear, whatever it is. Let me just change my magnification on my Zan's map, and you will see shortly. It takes a little bit for it to populate, but when it does, then you will see you'll see that brown bear is on the map, as well as the panda bear that's over here in the water. They're both showing up on my map, and something hostile off in that direction. And the other guys who have just put Zan's map on, or have had it before, Tilt's had it before, it doesn't appear that they're seeing the creatures in their map, and we haven't figured out why yet. Anyway, I'm going to do a little command, admin commands here, I think, rather than moseying over. That way, everything seems to be this way, and I've traveled a bit, so maybe we'll just travel while I talk. So the idea is that this world and all the creatures in it will eventually be what is running on the Panic Not server. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to maintain the world that is there, that we've been working on, and we've got a really good go there. So that kind of hurts a bit, but the solution is not easily obtainable, because apparently Minecraft has started storing the world in different ways, with 1.7.9 and than it did before, and so to make the transition is quite difficult. So we're probably going to maintain this world. That's Jack's home over there, his treehouse, and we're going to maintain this world. So we started working on this one. Tilt's been over here, Jack's been over here. They've started building and investigating things, and I've been here as well. And I've started a printing press in order to, because there are a lot of recipes and that kind of thing that will help enhance the game that are now available. So I started a printing press, and I will put together a small book of some recipes, the ones that I use the most often. And with that book of recipes, if you have that, then you can use it yourself. So with the printing press, it allows me to reproduce the little book that I'm creating and distribute it to the other players. This is Jack's house up here. He's got his tree house up there, and if you follow his steps down, which is quite precarious. He has no hand railings or anything, so you're really taking your life in your hands using his steps. He found a uh, skeleton spawner, and I came in and put a room around it and set it up so that we can get XP and bows and arrows as much as we want. So we haven't lost that. We'll still have that on this server. I see my health is down a bit. And I see he's put an anvil in order to do some repairs and stuff. That's a good thing. So yeah, this is Jack's place. And that's where the skeleton spawner is. And then we're going to head over to my place. I believe is towards that green arrow there. I fell the other day. There's a ravine over here. And I actually fell in that ravine and got killed. And that was not any fun at all. I did not enjoy myself doing that. Sir Tilt was with me, and it's funny, some of my stuff landed on a ledge. Instead of falling all the way down where I ended up, my stuff was on a ledge on the side of the ravine. And we had to... I had to climb up to it to get it. There's a ravine that I fell down. As you can see, it's quite deep. It's deeper than you would think. And we haven't investigated that yet. But my house is over this way. I'm walking very gently. And this may be access to that same ravine. I haven't been down here yet. But let's get up here. I need to eat something before I freaking die. So I'll go up here and show you my home. This is very close to original spawn. And show you some of the things that I've got in there. You won't see most of this stuff in the other homes yet, simply because the people that are here don't know how to do some of this stuff yet. Well, I've got my shelves with food is here. That's turkey. This is an ostrich egg. That's a snake egg. I got a disc from a creeper, so I made a disc stand to put the disc in. I've got building blocks here, a chest there with some diamonds and a few items in. Tool bench with the standard tools, the bow and arrow and the axe and the shears, but this is a new tool. It's a hand drill, and it allows you to alter blocks. For instance, I can move these bookcases in and out with it. I can rotate. I could rotate a chest. Rotate most blocks. There we go. So that's what that tool does. And it's easy to make. There's also a power drill, but the hand drill does just as good a job. I don't know how durable it is, or if it even runs out of durability. But back here is the printing press and my desk. This is the book that I'm going to be working on. This is the big book that I'm going to be working on. As you can see there, you can format the text, add pictures, all kinds of stuff. And these will be chapter tabs. 256 pages can go in that book. These are some sample books. This is a recipe book for dark oak shelf, for instance. And that book, combined with the new enchantment, the fancy crafting table, it makes crafting a lot easier. And then this is the typesetting table. You set the type, you place a book here, and then it'll store the book, and it will produce a plate. And then you take the plate and you put it on this machine, and you add ink to the machine, and then it will start printing as many books as you put there, and as long as it has ink, it will reproduce those books. Now, in order to make the job easier, there's a pair of glasses that you wear that lets you see some small instruction on how to do it, and I've got a shelf over here with all the different parts with the chase and the plates and a book or two. So this will be the printing press for reproducing the recipe books to distribute, and also a recipe pack should I decide to do so. One of the other things that's kind of unique to Bibliocraft is this is a new sword stand, and you can take your sword out, and when you put the sword back in, it actually produces a redstone signal. So if I put redstone next to it, you'll be able to see. There, the redstone is out, but when I put the sword in, it'll produce a redstone charge. So that can be used as a trigger for some other thing to happen in order to do that. The stand now, I put a redstone torch underneath the stand, and that allows me to shift right click and completely take my armor off, and then all I have to do is shift right click. It helps if I can see what I'm doing. Shift right click with an empty hand, and my armor is on. So it's a quick way to get dressed. You can also just take the pieces off individually. You can open GUI and move things over as you'd like as well. GUI, graphic user interface. This is the new fancy workbench down here with the pliers on the side. This is a recipe book, and this is a recipe book for furnace. So if I wanted to make a furnace, all I have to do is put the recipe book here, and it shows me what I need in order to make a furnace. And if I have the stuff in my inventory, I can load the components just like that, and there's the furnace. I don't have to drag them up or anything. It'll just load the components in. And so that comes in useful, and you can store those recipes underneath a table. About 8 different recipes you can store in a table. So the recipe pack will be about 8 or 9 books that will go here, and you can put that are commonly used recipes in order to make life a little bit easier for you. Standard furnace there. I've shown you most of this other stuff here, and then of course it's nighttime and raining. Midnight at the Oasis. Yeah. I've got a made a little mushroom farm up here. A little place for my mushrooms to grow. And down there is where my mine is, and I've started doing some strip mining. I collected about 15 diamonds so far. I've used all but 3. So I've got them put away in a chest with a lock. Now we do have locket on, and we have essentials, and that allows us to do things like use the spawn command. This is where original spawn is. Right here is original spawn. And then of course you can use the back command. You can also use the home command. Once you set home, then you can use the home command to get back to your home. So those all come in very useful. Combined with the other things that we've got and the mobs, the new mobs and stuff, quite a enhanced Minecraft experience. And I hope that you'll stop over and have a look. We had some issues with the mod pack that I put out originally, the one that I put for family and friends, in that I had put the wrong version of Forge in, and so when you did everything, it didn't work. But that's been corrected, so you can still go to the same link and get the mod pack. It's easy to install. You run Forge first, run the installer, install client, then bring Minecraft up and shut it down, and then go to your mods folder inside your app data, and go to .minecraft roaming or roaming.minecraft, and then go into your mods folder. Just drag the rest of the stuff right into the mods folder without uncompacting it. Just put it in there, and then bring your Minecraft up, and you're ready to go. And you just connect up to the server. And if you don't know the IP, I've put a couple blogs up, or you can just send me a message and ask me. So there you go. Until next time, as always, this is Zen saying you be well and careful out there, and I will see you on the server.